This is pound for pound boxing.
The voice of a new generation.
Where we pull back, no punches.
Clash of the Titans prediction.
What we're going to talk about today, guys, is the fight between Roy Jones Jr. and Felix Tito Trinidad. Everybody's been asking us in the mailbag, who do we go for? Who do we go for? Well, this is it. This is the video so that you guys know. Hope you guys enjoy. First of all, we're going to let you know exactly who we think is going to win. So don't get it twisted. Whenever you start typing away, this is who we're going for. I'm going for Roy Jones by early knockout.
I'm going for Roy Jones by mid-round knockout.
Roy Jones, 1 to 6 rounds.
So again, we're all going for Roy Jones, and we all got him going for a knockout. So don't get it twisted. Now we're going to go in why we feel Roy Jones is going to win. Guru?
Roy Jones should win this fight. Should, because he's the bigger of the two. He has the speed. He has the style to beat Tito. Okay, the style De La Hoya implemented one time, which was working pretty good for him. Hopkins and Winky Wright. So they already know how to box Tito, how to beat Tito. Okay, so that's exactly what Roy Jones is going to do. If he's smart, run around, throw some punches, move around.
For me, it's going to be definitely about the tools. The tools that he possesses, the speed, the power, the agility, the ability that he has to go in there, make you miss, and make you pay for it. And that's what Roy Jones brings to the table. He's probably one of the most phenomenal fighters ever in the history of boxing, because what he does in the ring, not too many people can duplicate. The thing that I see about Roy Jones is he can forget more about boxing than most people will ever know about boxing. He is a student of the game. He knows about how to study his opponents, how to break them down. When he beat John Ruiz, he said one thing. John Ruiz leans on his front feet, which is the same thing pretty much Tito does. So he knows that when he's in the front, he's going to be off balance, so he's going to be hitting him in angles in every direction. And by being a student of the game and breaking down fights, he knows how to beat his opponents. And I think he knows how to beat Tito, plain and simple.
Definitely. I think he's got the knowledge, the boxing ability, the speed, and the power to knock out Tito. I mean, this is a guy who's been at this weight class for most of his end of his career right now. He's been at 175. I mean, he had one short stint at heavyweight and came right back down. But I mean, for most of his career, he's been at 175, 168. So this is his weight spot. This is his weight class. I mean, he's losing maybe 5 pounds to get there, but he's had ample time to do it and the right way to do it at. So that I don't see. There's no way for Tito to win, and I just see that, you know, all these things together is what makes Roy the clear winner in my eyes. Now going on the other side, why do we think maybe Tito can pull off the win? Guru?
Well, Roy Jones is 39 years old. He does has a speed. Now, how long throughout the fight that he can carry that speed? Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6 rounds maybe. And after that, will he continue to have the speed to beat Tito? As the fight will go longer, chances for Tito increase also. So it all depends. I don't think Roy Jones is going to carry that speed throughout the fight. At some point in the fight, he will slow down, and that's what Tito's chance will come up.
Tito's ability is going to be like this. His ability to make perfect timing punches. The timing, Tito's never been a very fast fighter ever, but he knows how to time his opponents. He sets his opponents up. He makes him think that he's going to hit him with the left. He hits him with the right. Or he makes him think he's going to hit him with the right and he hits him with the uppercut. Timing is all about what's going to happen in this fight. For Tito to win, he needs to chin check Roy Jones. We don't know how Roy Jones can take a punch now. He's been knocked out twice, viciously. Not normal knockouts. This guy was on the canvas for a long time after Carver put him on the canvas. And the same thing with Glenn Johnson. His ability to recover from those knockouts is what's questionable here. And how well he can take a punch. And by far, Tito has been one of the most devastating punchers and one of the best finishers in the game. If he hurts Roy Jones, he is probably going to finish Roy Jones because he is by far one of the best finishers in this game.
In the same token, we don't know if Tito's going to take a punch of a 170. He's never been tested at that fight. This is the first fight in 170. So we don't know how he's going to react. I mean, he might get hit one time and he might give it up right there. With just one punch. We don't know.
So we're talking about Tito right now.
Yeah, exactly.
His ability to win.
We're talking about Tito winning to win.
The only ability he got is
power. His power. His best bet right now is landing a punch. I mean, he's got a puncher's chance, good as anybody else. He's got boxing ability. whether people want to think it or not. I mean, he does box good, and he doesn't fade out in the later rounds. I mean, like he stated, his best chances are in the later rounds if Roy Jones starts getting tired. The only person that Tito really got tired fighting against was Bernard Hopkins. Everybody else, he's gone the distance and he's carried that power all the way through the fight. If anything, he got better as the fight went through. So with that said, his best chances are in the later rounds where he's getting more comfortable in the fight. Roy Jones is starting to slow down and he can implement his will at bay, at whatever he wants to do. But he's got to touch Roy Jones, which I think is impossible. So now let's play like a little devil's advocate. You point out why Tito will lose, and you point out why Roy Jones will lose.
Well, Tito losing is going to be because obviously we already spoke about the tangibles, the strength, the power, and everything that Roy Jones possesses. I just don't see him being able to take a heavy punch. He's never been tested with that heavy punch. When he did get tested against Bernard Hopkins, he failed. I mean, yeah, his father came in there and Tito didn't quit, but you can tell that he was out on his feet. And Bernard Hopkins is not a big puncher. He's not a huge puncher. Roy Jones is by far a bigger puncher. And I think another thing is we might even see a knockout through the body because Roy Jones was one of the most vicious body punchers in the game of boxing at one time.
That could be. I think getting back to the why would Roy Jones have a chance to lose the fight, not a chance to win, but to lose the fight, is his age. How long he can carry the speed, stamina, how long would it take him? How longer into the fight would he take that stamina? We don't know. I mean, we haven't seen these two fighting for a long time. Tito, we don't know what he's going to bring. I know for sure he's going to be well trained because he does train pretty good. And it has not been hard for him to make the weight because actually he didn't have to lose too much weight. It has been more trouble for Roy Jones to make the weight this time than it was for Tito. And I don't know if you guys have read the news, they said that Roy is having some sort of trouble or problems in making the weight. So we don't know, but I don't think Roy would take that stamina all the way through the fight. I don't think at one point he will slow down, and that's when Tito has the chance.
So Tito, I kind of agree. Tito's biggest chances are, like he said, at the end of the fight. The fact that he didn't have trouble making weight. If Roy did have trouble making weight, you got to remember, guys, what he's losing is muscle. He's not losing fat. Roy is all muscle, all fire. He's phenomenal. So what he's losing is muscle, and that's hard to lose, and it makes you weaker, obviously, when you get into fight time. Again, what we're going for is Roy Jones Jr. to win. We all pretty much say by knockout, either in the beginning or in the end, but ultimately we got Roy Jones Jr. winning. Definitely, whoever wins this fight has a great fight ahead of him, can stop the fight between Calzaghe versus Bernard Hopkins, because their stock is going to rise incredibly after this fight. So look out for that, even though I don't want to see that. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Pound for Pound Boxing. Thanks to the Guru. So all you guys, start looking out for our new website, www.p4pboxing.net. We got a forum up and running. We got the website coming hopefully in March. I mean, late February, early March. Look for interviews. Look for news. Look for blogs from all three of us and some other boxing analysts that we know. Look for some good interviews from big name boxers coming up. We're going to surprise a lot of you guys, and hope you guys like it. Go to the forums, check it out. Argue in there. We'll be in there. We'll start arguing with you. It's probably going to be the best way to argue with us now. And hope you like the show. That's going to be it for us. If you like the show, you see the button, subscribe, and that's pretty much it.
This is Pound for Pound Boxing,
the voice of a new generation,
where we pull back no punches.